All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue on where we were yesterday, or the last live stream. Let me throw some music on for myself in the background. For those of you who don't know, I code with music on all the time. So, if I remember correctly, last time we were working on portfolio, and we were see what was it called? Was this it? No, this wasn't it. Shit. All right. And I don't remember how to start this project. So just npm start. I'm live, boys. Sup? Index.tsx. So our build is failing for some reason. I don't think this is what we want to do. Let's try it one more time. Error while parsing tsconfig.json. Unknown. Oh, it doesn't know what this is. Alright. Whatever, we'll take it out here. We can just use tslint disable. To embed Instagram, you should check out their API stuff. They have a whole bunch of different items, but basically you're just going to go and create your own UI. They might even have something for you already with some embed code that they can generate and go from there. So check that out. All right, so if I remember correctly, what we basically did last time was we connected to a YouTube API, and now what I want to do is I want to create this menu object in here. I don't know how to do it though. So do we want to play around with the GitHub API at all? Let me look at the GitHub API real quick. What do they call that thing on GitHub? I'm glad you like the Angular tutorials, man. Speaking of Udemy, I just finished all my filming, and I'm gonna submit my course the second they make me a thumbnail. So my algorithm course should be coming out pretty soon. So what do you call this thing? Contribution settings? Okay, so yeah, all right, you know what, man, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Well, what I did, I already connected to the API, so like, if you missed the live stream last time, in our app.tsx, here we go. We're already connected to the YouTube API, and we have a class that we created. So what we're doing now is we're gonna make the menu component. I don't think we need that. And I have to figure out what I'm gonna put in here. So I think what we'll do in here, we'll do new menu.component.css. All right, cool. There's that. All right, we'll leave that there. I'm gonna go pull over some of my menu stuff that I have. So I did start something in the first project. I think we can carry over. Alright, so this is what I want in here. So this is our, we're not worried about that right now. So this is our navigation. And let me go into the CSS. This is our CSS. Actually, let's wait a second. Alright, so we just import the file. That looks like how we're doing it here. So this will be menu.com. Some of these naming conventions may not be the best. I haven't worked with React too much. Definitely not enough in the last year. Cool. So there's that, and let's go ahead and see how we would inject React component into another. I'm guessing I just import it and then is this code available? I don't remember. I don't think so. I can make it available if you guys want. But also the videos just stay up for this, so you can watch it later and just follow along if you want. Alright, so I'm just going to go with what I think it is, what it wants us to do. So this is what I think it's going to ask us to do. Import menu. Yeah, we're importing menu from /components/menu. And what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and create a barrel. Index.ts Put export all from slash menu component. So that should do that. And so we're exporting that. How do we use it? Do we just use it like that? I think we just do this. We'll just do this. Oh, it says it doesn't exist. Hello, comrade. Alright, so let's just go to the React documentation. And we'll go to the docs real quick. Okay, that makes sense, but maybe I have to create it. So no. Well, you still use CodePen now. I don't use CodePen. That's just what their docs are showing. Menu is not a constructor. Someone help me. How do I inject this menu? It doesn't seem like I thought I could just do this. But it looks like I can't. Alright, so I don't want it as a function. Tony G, the poker player? All right, so we have our application extends React component. Oh, let's see here. It doesn't like this. Is that it? No? I'm gonna delete that. In case that's giving us issues. Is that it? We got it, boys. That's our menu. We have to install Font Awesome though. Oh, hey, buddy. Sweet. I know it doesn't look like much, but we have our menu here. We're injecting our component into another component with our media queries and everything. So this is using Font Awesome. So I think what next we're gonna do is we're gonna, hey Achilles, npm install font. Shit, what was I using here? We'll just do it this way. Add import, right? And then it's just the route. Import this. Alright, I think that should work just fine then. We're going to jump into our, we'll make this our global. See if that works. The default export was there. All right, so we're just trying to get Font Awesome to work on our menu. Bam, there it is. So now what we want to do is we want to set up a function to call on click on a React. One second, guys. I got a work email. All right. Cool. Work emails. All right. Hey. If y'all want to start getting those big company interviews, you got to put the time in, man. That's the thing. How many of us want to work at Google? How many of us want to work at Microsoft, Facebook, maybe Apple? I don't want to work at Apple, but you might want to work at Apple, Amazon. It's hard. You're competing with the best against the best. You gotta step your game up, man. You know how you become the best? Practice. All right, practice and passion. All right, cool. So there's that. Write a menu. All right, so now that we did that, all right, so what we want to do is dynamically apply class in ReactJS. So it seems like we could do this. Yeah, one of these days, guys, I'm gonna come out and be like, yo, got a job at Google, Facebook, Microsoft. I'm gonna be super excited, but I'm not gonna get carried by anybody. I'm gonna get myself there. You guys have the same mentality. Yeah, man. Like, I kid you not, I almost bought a car the other day. I didn't even tell April about it. I was driving by. I've been saving up, working hard, grinding it out. I almost treated myself to a $15,000 expense. You know why? Because I work hard and I got things to show for it, right? I got the money in the bank. Buy cash, baby. I was going to buy me one of these. They're called slingshots. As I like to call them, the Batmobile. I was going to get it in white too. I want to buy one of these bad boys. 15, 20 grand, something like that. Anyhow. But yeah, we're doing React. So, all right. So what I want to do here is I want to dynamically apply this CSS class on click. And I think what we can do is just on our map. So let's go to our menu component. So I don't think we need this component did mount lifecycle hook. So we're returning, we're rendering, and anytime we click the nav, I think we just do on click, right? Shit, this is some Angular shit. I did this last time. On click, toggle navigation. On click does not exist. Click? How do you click a nav? And curly's not single quotes. Alright, thank you guys. I'm a scrub with React. React and some JSX boy. Alright. So clearly we need to look up some syntax. That looks alright. Oh, no. Alright, here it is. What the fuck is activate lasers? Oh, is handle click the function? So I don't even put the function brackets in there? I want to put the function parentheses in there. Just on click. Thank you. Thank you. I can. I think I can though. All right. So public toggle navigation. And then what we'll have here is a how do I set state again? I set state. All right, so this dot state, I could set it in the constructor, right? So this dot state equals an object that says navigation false. All right, and this will be void, and in here we'll say navigation stat equals not this dot state dot navigation, and then this dot set state. All right, that's how we keep track of our state. You should make a course now to make a YouTube coding channel. I've thought about that, and I started one. I never kind of do I have student debt? No. I'm self-taught, son. College dropout. Am I misunderstanding something about state management here? How do I get state? Is there a get state? There's a set state. What the fuck is FED? Doing any Fed work before you made your channel? What's Fed work? All right, so we set the value. We set the state. I want to get the state. That should exist, no? Am I tripping out? It has. Does not exist on type read only. I'm doing this .state.navigation. Do you guys see this? Property navigation does not exist on read-only object. You set state. I thought I didn't have to in the, because here we're setting state. I want to get, I don't want to update the state. I just want to get the state and set it to navigation. I want, all right. I'm trying to do things the React way. How do I should be able to get the state. Am I going crazy? This dot state. We're setting the state in the constructor. Alright, so we'll do this. Alright, so let me follow this example in chat here. So this dot set state, and in here we'll say that it's going to return the state, and we want to return state I don't understand. I understand that it's considered a state, but how do I'm getting the state right here. I just want the state. Give me the state, boys. Then why does it say this does not exist in here? Because I'm adding this property to the state. All right, let's try this. This dot set state. What am I misunderstanding, guys? Someone tell me. I don't get it. All right. So if I understand correctly, I click here. Cannot read property state of undefined. Why is state undefined? Did I set this up wrong? Do I need a pass state from one component to another? Pass it via props. I just want to add to the state though. I don't need it to pass anything. Ah. So state and props are kind of like the same thing. All right, so if I understand this correctly, this dot props is our state. We just have to pass it in here. So let's try this. I think I'm getting it, boys. I take it all back. I don't get dick. Am I not? I have to pass it in, maybe? So we're passing in our state. So I guess is it assuming that this is our props? How does it know? For unwrapping the props. Give it a name. They don't give it a name. I want to call it state. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to learn fucking React. I want to pass my parent state to my child state. I don't even want to pass my parent state to child state. I want my own local state. How do I create my own local state? Do I have to create a property? Let's see here. Here's the thing, guys. All I want to do is I want to create a property. Can I just create a property? Will that work? Public some navigation, make it a boolean, set it equal to false. Can I do that? Thank you. Why didn't anyone tell me this? That's all I need to do here. All right. We're in TypeScript as always. All right, so this is fine. So we don't need to pass state between anything. So here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna log this dot navigation. Can I read property navigation undefined? It's right here. Why can I not create a fucking local property? How do I create a prop? Do I have to say this dot props? Is this what's going on here? So we're passing props. Okay. So here, if I want to add a prop, how do I add a prop? Oh my god, I don't get it. Okay, this dot prop will do it. Okay. God, this state management, whoever created this is absolutely disgusting. Alright, so this is what we'll do. So this dot props dot navigation is equal to false. That didn't work. I want to add a prop. I don't want to get the props, and we're having a problem here. This is read only. How do I add a local property? Somebody explain to me. I just don't get it, dude. I'm about to start breaking some shit in my office. I really am. Are we just updating state? Is that what we're doing? All right, so I tried this earlier. This did not work. So like when I wanted to console log this dot state, we didn't get anything. Did I take it off there? Now it's not firing off at all. What is going on with this shitty framework? Can I get state property undefined? See? Can I get state property of undefined? So, Daryl, explain to me why it's not working. It is a child component I don't want the previous state. I don't need it. I need to create a new local state. How do I do that? This, I don't need this. What I need to do, can I not do that? Is that something that is not possible in React, where I have a parent component, child component? I don't need what's in the parent component. I just want to create something new in the child component. Is that not possible? Is that what I'm understanding here? No, you need this. You're referring to the state in your class. We're within the class. We're referring to a property in the class. We have to have this. Am I using the component will update? No. Want to pass properties. I just want to define a property of a class. Jesus, man. I feel like I'm learning to code again for the first time. I haven't been this frustrated in software in about a year. I really haven't. That's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm just trying to create a name property. I've tried doing it public. I don't understand why this doesn't work at all. We define a property. we have a constructor. And here we go ahead and say navigation is equal to false. And we initialize it. Why this doesn't work, I have absolutely no understanding as to why. I'm just frustrated, guys. Don't mind me. Why do I have to bind this? This is not fucking confusing. No longer auto binds? Are you fucking kidding me? All right. Dot bind this. What do I do? Where do I put this? It's not on the Boolean. Doesn't seem like it would be on here. Is it wherever I want to use it? State is the only way to have local property in here? Well, explain. Apparently I can't reset state. I don't need the whole state object. All I need is one property. This is working fine, what I need. All right, so you're saying here. So you're saying here. All right, so this is probably fine. But to actually call and be able to get this dot navigation, I have to bind this. Motherfucker. Who doesn't bind this? Holy shit. Alright, so. Oh my god. Someone's gotta die. Someone's gotta die. Yes. All right. Somebody needs to be sacrificed. All right. So, is there a way to do arrow functions on here? I guess we just do it this way. Public toggle navigation. Equal to an arrow function. And then I think if we do that, it will bind this automatically. Don't quote me though. I'm gonna put that there real quick. So if we do this, it will. So this should bind automatically. For the love of God, please do. There we go. Okay. So arrow functions bind this automatically, which is why we don't need to bind here. So we just have to set up our arrow functions a little bit differently. Thank you. I'm okay now. I still don't understand why I'm not invoking this, but I don't care. Okay. All right, boys. Let's bring it home a little bit. Got a little frustrated there for a second. It happens, all right? All right, so yeah, okay. All right, so what we're gonna do here is this dot navigation is equal to not this dot navigation. All right. All right, see, we're toggling it now. Excellent. By the way, guys, if you want to support me, fan funding, it all goes towards a good cause, helping me buy my first home. It's part of the reason we do this live stream, so thank you. There's also other ways to support me via my courses in the description and some of the items that I recommend that I'm a big fan of, so they're also there in the description. All right, so we toggle this. Now, the next thing that we're going to do, I'm not going to lie, man, I got pretty worked out. All right, so we want to apply this isExpanded class to our. I got hot. Your boy was about ready to throw some hands on this keyboard. Let me tell you. It's all right. We solved our issue. We spent 30 minutes trying to understand what's going on here. So in TypeScript, traditionally, it binds to this. But we can do that. All right, so anyhow. Casey, I think you're like 30 minutes behind the stream. I got it now, bro. I got it now. So yeah. Yeah. You like that quote? Throw some hands on the keyboard. Let me tell you, man. Sometimes you just have to break some stuff. You gotta let that frustration out, man. Oh. Yeah. Well, we're basically learning if I see state one more fucking time, I'm gonna lose my shit. Alright, so Alright, so I think what I want to do here is I want to return a string where I return with a ternary. If I understand what's going on here, this dot navigation. If it is true, we want to apply the class is expanded. Do we need the dot in that? Or we just want to apply the class here? Nothing. And will be returning a type of string. Where's this going here? Yeah, that's there. That's fine. Doing that. And let's see here. Dude, I don't get frustrated like this at work, but I work in the same stuff every day. I get sick. There's certain times where you're like, oh, this is soul crushing, where you're like doing some real bullshit. But like this is all, this is all basically new. I haven't touched React over a year. I was never really big in it. So I think what we're gonna do here. We don't really want it to return anything here. We want to say public show navigation. What's up? What's up, Jay Roster? Hey, Achilles. Probably gonna have to learn more about the state and stuff that everyone seems to be a big fan of. I can't use it this way. All right. This is probably more accurate. Is menu. Is desktop menu. Alright, so we're just fixing some names because that's really what we want to do. It's technically already showing the nav. Actually, is expanded. This dot state dot is expanded. All right, I think I got it now. All right. So okay. No. How do I expand onto state, and do I have to pass it in? All right, but I already have state, don't I? All right, so we'll do this const is expanded equals Alright, so here we'll go ahead and say something like this, set state, and in here so I'm trying to set the state here, but it's saying that I don't, this is a read-only property? Okay. So this is going to return a string, which is the class name. Okay. Any idea how I could not do this? I have to initialize it? Okay. All right. It's 9 o'clock here for me, guys. I'll take a few questions. If there's any questions, go ahead and ask them. I'll have to figure out how this transferring. So here's the thing, guys. I already knitted it. Alright, so we'll say this dot state is equal to is expanded. And we'll set that to false. We're still having the same issue here, guys. It's a read-only property. We're initializing this dot state. I'd have to bind this, not bind. Oh. Let's see here. All right, I asked before, do you start making videos before or after you're doing development work? Before. So if you go back, you'll see that I was making videos about 1.5 years, maybe? No, I guess 1 year or so before I got my first dev job. Maybe a little longer than 1 year, I think. So, yeah, my whole plan when I started making my channel was to do like a video portfolio, and if I was lucky, make some money, right? I wasn't even sure I was going to continue it on after the fact. So, but yeah, I encourage all of you guys to. A lot of us want to wait until we're like, we want to wait till we think we're, you know, quote unquote ready. But you can make so much progress now, man, that there's really no reason. Just get up and get started, right? I learned so much just by starting a coding channel, and by continuing to learn and yeah. And it's okay to get frustrated, right? I'm very frustrated with React, but it's also new, right? It's new, it's different. I don't really have time to do these live codings and also study outside of here, so this is kind of me studying. Although probably this weekend I'll watch like a 2-hour tutorial on React just to get up to date. Kind of work my, you know, there's so many great videos out there that it's, why wouldn't you, right? You sent me a message? Sent me a message where? So, I mean, here's the thing, Casey. That's exactly what I have here, but it's not working. So, I'm not sure what you want me to do with this. We have our state set. It's still saying it's a read-only property. So I'm not quite sure what you think I'm doing here, because I have exactly what you sent me. We're initializing the state, and we did it fine here in our app component, and that worked fine. But for whatever reason, we can't get it to work in our child component. I don't know why that is. Are you saying I need to do something like this? I already have something like this. That's not the issue, guys. The issue here is that it says this is a read-only property. Anyhow, guys, it is time for me to go to bed. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.